fluorescent glare. You practiced every answer till you almost felt sincere. Nameplate polished, boots lined in a row, but there's dirt beneath the buckle that the record doesn't show. This is a dereliction of duty, not a moment you can spin away. All the silence, all the cowards at the table, watch the line break, watched it decay. You signed your name, then left them in the fire. Now you swear you never knew the truth. This is a dereliction of duty, and the verdict's staring straight through you. Young faces in the gallery hold your orders in their hands, printed in black letters on a screen the whole world scans. You talk of fog and failure like the storm just chose a side, but the storm had your signature and the storm knew that you lied. This is a dereliction of duty, not a stain you can just outshine. Every shrug, every careful, quiet memo drew a red line mile by mile. You raised your glass while someone raised a rifle. Now you tremble at the undisputed proof. This is a dereliction of duty, and the truth won't stand at ease for you. Catch the fluorescent glare. You practiced every answer till you almost felt sincere. Nameplate polished, boots lined in a row, but there's dirt beneath the buckle that the record doesn't show. This is a dereliction of duty, not a moment you can spin away. All the silence, all the cowards at the table, watch the line break, watched it decay. You signed your name, then left them in the fire. Now you swear you never knew the truth. This is a dereliction of duty, and the verdict staring straight through you. Dumb faces in the gallery hold your orders in their hands, printed in black letters on a screen the whole world scans. You talk of fog and failure like the storm just chose a side, but the storm had your signature and the storm knew that you lied. This is a dereliction of duty, not a stain you can just outshine. Every shrug, every careful, quiet memo drew a red line. Mile by mile, you raised a glass while someone raised a rifle. Now you tremble at the undisputed truth. This is a dereliction of duty, and the truth won't stand at ease for you. you're treated like a footnote. Now comes back demanding truth. You wore the stars like armor on your shoulder, but they can't seal what you didn't do. This is a dereliction of duty, and the last command is facing you. Red hats, red faces, lines round the block all day, plastic crowns, bright bracelets, sell the dream. We tap to pay, gold letters on its tarnished stage. You can feel the anger, it's all the rage. He says the country has enemies all around. We cheer, chant, and make a deafening sound. Fealty to the God King. Hands up, heads up, heads down. Don't blink, don't blink. Bow deep, shout loud, don't think. Fealty to the God King. All hail what the crowd sings. His rings, just sing the fealty to the God King. Teleprompter like a scripture. Every pause we lose our minds. Every insult paints a picture, us and death, a simple line. Stubby fingers point to heaven, flag waving like a tide. Yes, burn up this cord and display it with pride. Fealty to the God King. Hands up, heads down, one truth, one show, one brand, one show, one rule. One land, one word, one truth, one brand, one show, one rule. Fealty. One man, one word, one truth, one brand, one show, one roof. One land, one word, one brand, one show, one roof. Like something holy, something You said, just have faith. I said, show me the math. You drew halos in the air. I traced cracks along the path. You talk in warm assurances. I talk like courtroom cross-exams. You had candles in the kitchen. I keep counting all the matches in my hand. I'm the skeptic, staring right through every petty claim. If there's a trick here, I will drag it out and name the game. Call it cold, call it tragic. I'm allergic to the magic. I'm the skeptic, till the evidence can say my name. You swear that fate is listening. I hear creaking in the floor. You say, doesn't this feel bigger? I see hinges on the door. You chase signs across the sky. I say sources, dates, and flaws. You fall quiet in the silence. I hear questions sharpened into claws. I'm the skeptic. can say my name. But at 3 a.m., when the room hums, when my doubt slips, I still reach for some pattern in the chaos on my lips. If I ever start believing, will I recognize the sin? From the skeptic, staring right through every pretty claim. If there's a truth here, let it cut me, let it stay the same. Call it cold, call it tragic, still I'm sifting through the static. I'm the skeptic, but I'm aching for an honest on rusted swings, pointing up at everything. You said one day I'll touch the sky. Chalk dust on your denim knees, blueprints in the autumn leaves, stacking boxes just to climb that high. The tower that kissed the clouds, you built it out to watch me now. Tower that kissed the clouds. You left town with one suitcase, thumbtack stars and coffee stains, scribbled arrows on a folded map. I stayed here and watched the cranes, carved your name in window panes, talking to your postcards like fade out to black. A tower that kissed the clouds, you built it out to watch me now. Every doubt you turned around, brick by stubborn brick. on the ground. Craned up, I'm calling out. You can't hear me through the crowd, but I see you in the tower that kissed the clouds. You built it out and watch me now. Every now you turn around. Brick by stubborn break, the tower that kissed the clouds. If you get tired of that view somehow, I'll be the one who toss you down from the highest from the tower that kissed the clouds. He stands behind the podium, collar pressed and clean. Talks about sacrifice like he knows what it means. Says tighten up your belt, says learn to live with less. While he's signing off expenses on a private jet, he quotes the good book, points a finger at the crowd. Says morals are the answer, says discipline is proud. But his shadow's got a mansion and a Swiss account, preaching thrift with a golden mouth. He sells you hope and headlines, fear in every line. Oh, the hypocrite, with his hands in the till and his flag on his lapel. He's got a sermon for the poor and a penthouse in hell. Says follow my example, then he turns and quits. Yeah, he don't practice what he preaches. He's the hypocrite. Tells the kids to work harder, tells the sick to be strong. Cause the funding cuts the lifeline, calls and moving on. We shakes hands with the cameras, smiles wide for the press, and laughs in the back room counting who we can impress. He talks about unity, talks about the fight, but he's drawing all the borders in the dead of night. Says freedom's not free, says order must be kept, while his friends get richer and the streets get swept. He trades in empty promises and calls it policy. Oh, the hypocrite, with a badge on his chest and a knife in the deal. He's got talking points ready, but nothing that's real. He sells you tomorrow, then he pockets the tip. They don't practice it's all for the people, but the people never choose. Funny how responsibility always comes with an excuse. Rules for you, exemptions for me. Justice delayed in committee. He signs your future with a borrowed pen, then blames the system when it blends. All the hypocrites with his campaign smile and his corporate ties. He's got prayers in his speeches and greed in his eyes. He swears he's listening while he tightens his grip. Yeah, he don't practice what he preaches. He's a hypocrite. So write it down in history, put it in the margins. Smart friends and friends. Every throw's got a ghost behind it. Every sermon's got a split. When the lights go out on the promises he lives, we'll remember who he was. Yeah, the hypocrite. So write it down in history. Don't raise your voice, you just raise your brow. Little tilt of your chin, I'm already bowing down. You don't spell it out, still I read every line. Like a dog at the door, waiting for the stars to align. These implicit orders written in your eyes. You don't have to say it, I just fall in line. Every small silence feels like a command. You never touch my chains, like I have been let out on remand. You don't slam the door, you just turn away. That half-second delay, like you are awaiting a replay. You never say stay, you just stay quiet. Somehow my feet forget how to try. These implicit orders written in your eyes. You don't have to say it, watch my chains that kind of been let out on remand. He walks the tier at 5 a.m. 10-cup choir hums again. Keys hang low like a chain of sins. Cup of soup cold, steel in his grin. He's the jail warden, not the judge. Carries every story like a hidden grudge. Door slams shut, he doesn't even flinch. His shoes are too small, so they pinch. He's the jail warden, keeping score of the ones who leave and the ones who don't care anymore. Tattoo names on trembling hands, letters folded, rubber bands. He knows fathers, brothers, ghosts, knows which ones will call this home the most. He's the jail warden, not the judge. Carries every story like a hidden grudge. Door slams shut, he doesn't even flinch. His shoes are too small, so they pinch. He's the jail warden, keeping score of the ones who leave and the ones who don't care anymore. Some nights he stares at the exit sign, thinks of a road and a younger time, wondering who's caged and who walks free. Them in their cells or him with the key. He walks the tier at 5 a.m. 10-cup choir hums again. Keys hang low like a chain of sins. Cup of soup cold, steel in his grin. He's the jail warden, not the judge. Carries every story like a hidden grudge. Door slams shut, he doesn't even flinch. His shoes are too small, so they pinch. He's the jail warden, keeping score of the ones who need and the ones who don't care anymore. Tattoo mates, he stares at the exit sign, thinks of a road and a younger time, wondering who's caged and who walks free. Them in their cells or him with the keys. of the ones who don't care anymore. Spotlights on the podiums, cameras eating lies, name tags in bold letters, tired suits, practice size. They shake hands like diplomats, smile like it's war. Buzzers wired to Eidos and the studio floor. They memorized their talking points, forgot the human cost, trading sound bites like currency, betting what's been lost. Oh, says state your answer, they state their case instead, turning simple questions into speeches he wrote whilst in bed. Red light, blue tie, scripted grin. Place your bets on who caves in. You are the weakest link, goodbye. Ring the bell, cue the applause, another promise vaporized. They blame the polls, they blame the press, they blame the past, they blame the mess. But when the credits start to roll and the dry ice all sinks, they point at someone else. You are the weakest link. One's selling hope in catchphrases, one's trading fear for votes, one's reading from a teleprompter someone else wrote. One's got statistics, one's got prayer, one's dodging questions with a sarcastic stare. They debate in circles, never touch the ground, turning every answer into a glaring frown. They say, my colleague, they mean my rival. It is their only hope of political survival. 5-second pauses, practiced rage, history waiting backstage. You are the weakest link, goodbye. Cue the graphics, roll the blame, spin the wheel, we brand the shame. They pivot left, they pivot right, they filibuster through the night. But when the scoreboard flashes red, in blinking winks, they clear their throat and say, you are the weakest link. Pop quiz, who pays the price? Is it the ones who roll the dice? Is it the towns off every map, or the kids born from last night's mishaps? They pass the buck like a hot grenade, shake hands over choices made. Funny how responsibility, it's only admitted sparingly. Rules for thee, loopholes for me, studio louds austerity. They answer questions with ideology. Men caught to commercial, sponsored by irony. You are the weakest link, goodbye. Flash the flag, adjust the tie, rehearse the empathy, monetize. They form committees, issue pleas, they promise change and quarterly. But when the host asks plainly who stinks, they all look down and think, you are the weakest link, goodbye. Another term, another spin, another truth that it thin. They shake hands, post for the shots, forget what they just forgot. And while the world keeps holding It's over, empty chairs, fact checkers pulling out their hair. The audience goes home, confused in drinks. Same episode next week. Same suits, new slogans,